this is our time to go out and do a little bit of extra training, to play, as you know, as we kind of refer to it. Most people wouldn't consider jumping in icy water playing, but it is fun for us. We have a good time. You know, we all work regular jobs. We don't have the opportunity to work with our equipment as much as we'd like. So we go out on Sunday mornings and we stay current with it.
We're doing an ice demonstration, ice rescue, showing these children how unsafe the ice can be.
I believe that the Fish and Game is trying to reach out to the community and provide a level of community safety as well.
Training is everything to emergency service personnel, be it fire department, EMTs, police officers. Without training, you don't have repetition. Without repetition, you can't be sure what you're doing at all times. We have a memory that is filled up with so much, so if we don't keep doing it all the time, we're going to forget and we're going to come lax, and somebody is going to get hurt.
And over time, our training evolves. At one time, we didn't have a good piece of equipment such as the RescueAlive. We had to put firefighters in more danger than what's necessary. You know, having a tool like this certainly helps us to keep firefighters out of danger.
Every month, at least 2-3 times a month, we have trainings. We keep our guys up to date on the new stuff. So there's constantly something new coming out there. I can give you an example like electric cars, completely new training. Try to keep people up to speed. You need to keep doing it over and over.
Oh, training is pinnacle. Again, like I said, we don't have the opportunity to work with this stuff as much as some of the busier departments, and we're very thankful for that. We do, however, need to get out and stay current, because if somebody goes through the ice, it's no less dangerous to that person than a big city fire department, fire department in New York or Boston. So it's very important that we stay current.
Our equipment in this truck is probably one of the better you're going to find around the towns. We do a lot of mutual aid calls. We help other towns out. Our guys are all qualified. We have a specific rescue team that have a little bit more knowledge than the normal person, but we do try to keep everybody up to date and keep everybody on a level playing field, so whoever we have working that specific job knows what they're doing just as well as the next guy.
First demonstration that we do, we're going to do 2 different styles of rescuing somebody from the ice. The first one, the sled that we use was actually invented in Spencer. It was invented by a guy up on Paxton Road. He's here today, not quite sure. He's outside. Lives up on Paxton Road, invented it back in 1965 or something, and it's used throughout the world as a rescue tool for ice safety. The second method is one of our guys in a suit like this with a rope attached to him that's specially set up for ice safety, and all the rescue will do will go out there, wrap the rope around the victim, connect to the rope, and as they start pulling, it cinches it up on the victim underneath the arms, and the rescuer actually pushes the victim up on the ice and they drag them all the way back to shore. So I'm not sure if they're set up outside, but we can head outside. If you guys have any questions?
been training with RescueAlive for in excess of 15 years now. It's had a couple of revisions from what I understand. The first one that the department had before I got on was a styrofoam model, and it wasn't very resilient. But this device here is taking a real beating, and it keeps on going.
Three minutes, 300 feet. That's what it took us to unload, get it set up, and get the victim safely where he belonged.
I've been very fortunate that I haven't been charged with plucking anybody from the water. I have had to go out and rescue animals in the past. I'd say in my 16 years, I've been asked to do it probably a half a dozen times. Everything from a small dog to a 8-point deer.
We've rescued deer last year that we had to get off the ice. We have rescued several people from vehicles. We've had people that have been in the water. We've also run a dive team for the region. We've had those types of rescues as well.
Before we had the RescueAlive, we used a surfboard is basically what it would be. You lay down on a surfboard, you kind of pick your way out. That forces the firefighter to actually get in the water with the victim. It's considered the more risky of all the rescue means that are at our disposal. We use a series of catchphrases that kind of help us, establish an order. We call it reach, throw, row, and go. Those are 4 different approaches that you take along the way. So you start with reach. When that doesn't work, you throw. If that doesn't work, then you go. Or row and then go.
Gumby suit can get tiresome. 300 feet is a long way to go, especially if the ice is broken. You have to stay low, gravity center, on your stomach. We use ice picks to drag ourselves. As you can imagine, that gets kind of exhausting.
You had to crawl out there, put the firefighter in danger in the water, wrap the rope around, and pull him in that way. I'd like to encourage the residents of Spencer to consider safety when they go out on the ice. You know, we see boards leading up to ice shelves and things like that, and that's an accident waiting to happen. I realize that the ice fishing season and the ice season in New England isn't as long as we'd like it to be. Call 911 immediately if you do see somebody through the ice, and if you're able to help them, just remember that if they've been in the water for any amount of time, they could be very hypothermic. Handle them very gently.